Hello everybody, today I'm at Spirit Ford taking a look at this 2025 Ford Raptor. This guy has the high output 3.5 EcoBoost engine and 10-speed automatic transmission. Starting off up front, we are going to have the Raptor style headlight and grille combo. These guys are actually the amber DRLs, which is awesome. That is unique to the Raptor. Full LED headlight and rigid pod fog lights. Full metal bumper with increased approach angles. We also have your front facing parking sensors integrated into the upper and lower portion of the bumper on this guy. Oversized tow recovery hooks up front. Massive Ford Raptor grille with your front facing camera right here. Because this vehicle is wider than the average size vehicle, we do have these amber indicator lights in the front, and then we have some red ones in the back. This does have the graphics package on it. We also have the Raptor applique on the hood. Oversized fender flares that also have the indicator lights on them. Then coming down here, it looks like we have some BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s, and the tire size on that is a 37 12.5 R17 on some simulated beadlock style wheels. I believe this guy has the Fox shocks, 2.5 or 3.0s, I can't remember specifically. I do like that with these fender flares, they do give you this kind of like mud guard integrated into the fender flare to try to keep as much rocks and debris off the paint. Oversized Raptor style running boards. Color matched mirror cap. Mirror mounted camera is going to be right here. Blind spot monitoring is included. This guy also has the passive entry system, so as long as you have the key fob on you, you can lock and unlock the vehicle from the driver or the passenger door. Here's a closer look at those tunable shocks, and everything is tunable from the steering wheel, which is awesome. Raptor graphics on the back. Again, red indicator out back. Full LED taillight with your blind spot monitor located right here. Nice metal bumper. Parking sensors integrated into the upper portion of the bumper. Dual exhaust with black tips, as well as 2 recovery points on the inside of the exhaust tips. Very, very awesome. 7-pin and 4-pin trailer connector. Being the Raptor, it is going to have the F-150 Raptor applique on the tailgate. We have a LED puddle lamp right here for connecting a trailer in low light conditions. Then we also have a backup camera right there as well. Coming up top, we have the all LED third brake light, cargo light, as well as your cargo camera. Over here on the bedside, driver's side, we have your capless fuel filler door. Very, very sweet looking truck for sure. Let's take a closer look now at the interior. All right, there is a lot to go over. I will try to keep this as quick as possible. Driver's side door, really nice leather wrapped, orange stitching, carbon fiber looking trim. Window controls here, mirror controls here, unlock and lock buttons, as well as your 3-seat memory. Right over here we have your automatic start stop off button, cargo lamp button, tailgate release button, rotary dial selector for the exterior lighting of the vehicle, dimmer switch for your instrument cluster, front facing LED lights for the driver's side mirror and the passenger side mirror, electronic parking brake, power adjustable pedals. Coming up top to the dash, we have this nice soft leather and orange stitching on about 70% of the dash. The rest is hard plastic. This guy does have the heads-up display, which is awesome. We also have B&O premium audio and a nice storage tray right here. Coming down to the instrument cluster, it is fully digital. I love that the automotive industry is pretty much essentially moved in this direction. Very customizable, very programmable. Every different drive mode gives you kind of a different animation and different digital gauge readout. Coming back to the steering wheel, we have a very thick, kind of almost oversized steering wheel with very aggressive bolsters at 10 and 2. Then we have this kind of leather knurled material at 12 noon. Really nice orange stitching again throughout. Oversized metal paddle shifters as well. Over on the left side of the steering wheel, we have all of your cruise control buttons, as well as your lane keep assist and gap adjustment buttons. And then we have your Raptor drive mode selection right here, which just kind of pulls up the system, what setting you're in. So we have your drive mode, normal, steering, normal, suspension, normal, exhaust, normal, and automatic start stop is on. Underneath that, we have your volume controls. Over on the right side, which is my favorite side because of these buttons right here, we have the control for the center instrument cluster, as well as your Raptor specific buttons, and then your seek or scan buttons. So this first button right here is going to be the steering feel. We have three options. We have normal, we have comfort, and then we have sport. Below that, we have your tunable suspension. Push it, we have normal, sport, and then off-road. And then right here, my favorite one is the exhaust note. So right now we are in quiet, which your neighbors are gonna like, especially if you work early like I do. Then we have normal, then we have sport, and then we have Baja, which is my favorite. Then you get an off-road use only thing, but we're just gonna ignore that. And then the truck is gonna be significantly louder. It does sound very, very nice. Push button start, as you would expect. Coming up above the touchscreen display, we have your parallel park button. And then we have your trail control mode, which is essentially cruise control at very slow off-road speeds. I believe it can be adjusted in ½ mile an hour increments in 4 low and whole mile an hour increments in 4 high. Massive touchscreen display with the card system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, 4G LTE connection. This thing has so much features. You got your Pro Power onboard, trail turn assist, zone lighting, your towing mode, all that stuff. And then you have your connectivity, all your mobile apps, your valet mode, and then over-the-air wireless updates. I love this touchscreen display, and I love that you can get full screen Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Right over here, we have your Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Underneath that, we have your integrated trailer brake controller. Then we have your push button transfer case right here, 2 high, 4 low, 4 auto. Push this to lock the rear diff. I believe it stays locked up until about 15 or 20 miles an hour. Then we have your different drive mode dial. When you turn that, you actually get a different animation on the screen, which is awesome. And we're gonna go to towing because that is one of my personal favorites on the off-road where you can actually see the pitch and roll. But this is very similar, if not the exact same, to the Super Duties. I just really, really love this layout. Right over here, we have the physical buttons for the radio, the volume, 360-degree camera button right there, hazard light button here, traction control off button right there. Under that, all of the controls for the dual zone climate control, including your heated and ventilated captain's chairs. Heated steering wheel button's gonna be right there. Really nice carbon fiber looking trim on this little divider. Push on this silver bar, giving us access to, it looks like, a USB and USB Type-C outlet, as well as a wireless charging mat. Right here we have 2 cup holders, pen or pencil storage, shifter that does fold flat into the center console area because this center armrest doubles as a flat either working area, if you have a laptop, if you want to eat. This does fold down flat, giving you access to almost like a table, which is pretty cool. Lift up on it, and that gives us access to a removable storage tray with change and business card storage, as well as 2 USB Type-C outlets right there in the passenger side corner with a cutout on the passenger side for cord management. Beautiful, beautiful seats in this Raptor. Raptor is stamped into the seat backs on all of the captain's chairs. The passenger gets 12 volt outlet right here, as well as 120 volt 20 amp outlet right there. This guy has 2 glove boxes. First one's accessed by pushing this button right here. Second one is right down in here. Coming up top to the vanity, it's gonna be an LED lit vanity for the passenger, as well as your driver. Driver vanity has a 3-door universal garage remote. Up top on the headliner, we have 6 auxiliary upfitter switches, glasses storage, control for the power sliding rear window. And then this Raptor has the twin pane sunroof, so all the controls for that, as well as your dome lighting, are gonna be right here. And then in front of that, we have your auto dimming rear view mirror. So overall, very, very impressed with the interior of this vehicle. I love the Raptor, I love the color scheme. The seats are very comfortable, and even just sitting here, I feel very securely planted. So at off-road speeds, if I'm doing Baja, I'm going very, very fast in the dunes, I'm gonna be planted in my seat. Let's take a look at the back and see how much legroom we have. So even though this guy has 37-inch tall tires, with these oversized running boards and the grab handle right here on the B-pillar, it's really easy to get up and in. But before I do that, I do want to point out, this does have a load flat floor, so you will be able to fit large items like TVs in the cab without putting them in the bed and not having to worry about the teeter-totter in the middle. Pull these seats up and that gives us access to this kind of storage system. Keep prying eyes away from your items in here. And I believe you can fit up to a 65 or 70-inch TV in here, actually. So that is pretty cool. Tons and tons of legroom. These cabs are absolutely massive. I'd say you probably have around a foot total from your knees to the seat back. I am 5'11" on a good day. Storage in the form of pouches behind both driver and passenger seats. Cup holders right here for the rear occupants, as well as heated captain's chairs and a USB outlet. Underneath that, you have two USB type C's on the driver's side and a 120 volt 20 amp outlet on the passenger side. This center seat does have a fold down armrest slash cup holder. If I can get my fingers in there, show you guys. Even with the twin pane sunroof, my head is not hitting the headliner, which is nice. There is just maybe an inch or so gap. Because of the twin pane sunroof, your LED dome map lights and integrated hanger hooks have been pushed to the outermost portion of the headliner. Tons of storage within the door itself, right here, and right here. Very, very comfortable back in here. Like I said, tons and tons of legroom and really good visibility as well, as you can probably see. Let's take a quick look now at the bed. So there's a couple ways to access the bed of this vehicle. The first way is with the button to the left of the steering wheel. Second way would be with the key fob. And the third way is the more traditional way. You're gonna come up to the tailgate, push the button, and it should automatically come down for you. This guy does have a spray-in bed liner from the factory. Looks like we have 4 tie-down points total, 1 in each of the 4 corners, with an optional 4 more with the Ford cleat system. LED bed lighting is included, and it looks like on the driver's side we have 120 volt 20 amp 2 power outlets right here, and then on the passenger side I think we have a gasket lined storage compartment in there. This is the next generation tailgate. It does have inch and centimeter markings on it. Pen storage, little cup holder right here. It also has tie down points on both driver and passenger sides that double as bottle openers, but you didn't hear it from me. C-clamp ports right here. So if you need to clamp down some wood to cut, you can use the tailgate to do so. Then right here we have your tailgate step. To put the tailgate up, you simply lift up on it a little bit and it will go the rest of the way. If you do have your hands full, just simply use your knee and lift up slightly and then it will go the rest of the way home. Let's take a quick look now at that towing and payload sticker. So here's the towing and payload sticker for this vehicle. It looks like the combined weight of occupants and cargo should not exceed around 1,300 pounds. And then your towing and payload AWR is going to be right here. Keep in mind this is a more off-road focused vehicle, so if you get a properly equipped F-150, those numbers could be increased pretty sizably. Let's take a look now at the Monroney. So here's a Monroney on this guy. Again, it's a 2025 Ford Raptor 4x4 Super Crew with a 3.5 high output V6 and a 10-speed automatic transmission. Antimatter blue metallic is the exterior color, and it does have the Recaro black seats. Standard equipment is going to be right here for a base price of $79,005. Optional equipment is going to be in this rectangle right here. Most notably, we have the 802A equipment group, which is $11,470. Twin panel sunroof for $1495. Bed liner spray-in for $595, as well as your destination and delivery, bringing the total MSRP of this vehicle to $94,560. Fuel economy rating for this guy is right here. This guy is rated at 14 miles per gallon city, 18 miles per gallon highway for a combined fuel economy rating of 16 miles per gallon. So there you have it, the 2025 Ford F-150 Raptor. As you can see, I do have all of the daytime running lights on. So we have your amber exclusive Raptor accent lights right there. We have the grille lights, and then we have the side markers, as well as the rigid pods are on too, which is pretty sweet. If you are interested in this vehicle or any of the 2025 Ford lineup, I will be posting all the contact info in the description below. Let Cheryl know you saw the video and she'll be more than happy to go over all the discounts, rebates, and incentives you qualify for. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a like and share. And if you want to keep up to date with more vehicle walkthroughs, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and please also check out all the affiliate links in the description below. Like always, thanks for watching and have a great day.